Welcome to Wanjiro Space. I am Wanjiro Mungai. If you're new, this is the space for you. And for my older viewers, thank you for your subscription and your views. I appreciate greatly. Today, we shall be talking about something that maybe 90% of us are guilty about. What am I referring to? I'm referring to body shaming. Have you ever body shamed someone? Or maybe you have been body shamed. So it's something we can relate to. Body shaming is that, mocking someone or making some very unkind remarks about how they look, their body shape, and their sizes. This does not only happen to children, it also happens to adults. It can happen in your presence when we're just two of us, or in front of other people, or behind your back. So even when you say this about somebody's looks and shape and size, even when they are not there, it is still body shaming. And I think it's not a very good thing, and that is why we have to talk about it. So for children, think about when they are, during their play out there. Maybe they're having their bike rides or just playing football. You know the way kids can be. They have all manner of play. For a bike, this child just comes and asks his friend, "May I ride your bike?" And this one just turns and tells him, "No, you cannot ride my bike. You will puncture the tires." And of course, this one might not even understand. So he'll be like, "But why?" Even if at so, you can imagine how that baby feels. It is bad. And at that time, others will just come and start laughing at him or her. You can imagine how that child leaves that playfield. So if you're an adult and you're passing by and you hear something like that, I think it is our duty to just call that child aside. Again, don't also embarrass him, the one who is making the remarks, and tell him nicely, like, "Hey, by the way, what you told your friend is not very nice. It's not very kind. You could also lose him as a friend. So be nice." Because we can stop the children also copying the bad behavior from, the adults. So for adults, we know what we tell each other. A lot of times, you'll just drop a remark without thinking about what the other person feels. Siku hizi si umenona? Kwani, what are you eating these days? Those kinds of things. And doesn't have to be about the big people, even those that are small. We do not have to tell people they are small. We do not have to tell them they are big. We actually don't have to comment about how they look and their sizes. We don't. And for the children, let's stop comparing them with their friends. It could even be a teacher in class, especially when they go again for PE. Maybe this child, he's heavy, she's heavy, so she may not run as fast as the others. And you're there telling this child, "Ebu kimbia kama wengine, umenona hivi kwa nini? Ama uache kukulanga sana." You can imagine that's a teacher telling a child, your child, that kind of thing. You destroy that child's self-esteem. You actually destroy their confidence. My friend was telling me the other day, let's come to the adults now. Where she lives, the gate man at her gate just told her the other day, without even thinking whether it would, how it would make her feel. Maybe it's because, I don't know. Like, ukiwa mbali si unakaa mrembo, but wacha ukaribie. Hiyo uso yako, huwezi paka kitu. Those pimples are too many. Can you believe that? And she tells me she just laughed it off and just walked away, because sometimes somebody can drop a statement and you do not know how to react. And certainly you do not want to get into fights because people are telling you, they are commenting about how you look. So you walk away, but you walk away with that pain. Yes. As adults, let's not compare children's sizes, especially in their hearing. It really hurts them. You are telling somebody in high school that you think they are still in class 6. You are telling somebody you think they are in Form 1 and they are out of campus. Oh my God, it hurts them deeply. Or when you even have to label people by their looks or their shapes and sizes. You are calling somebody Otieno mrefu. You are calling somebody Wanjiru kafupi. Even maybe commenting about maybe somebody lost an eye in an accident, and you actually have the audacity to call them, something chongo, something like that. How do you expect somebody to feel? Whether you are saying it in their presence or in their absence, it's just a bad practice that we have. Bad habit, let me just call it. It's a bad habit. So let's not call people by, by their sizes and shapes. Let's just call people by their names. I think everybody loves their name. They would love to be called by their name. Sometimes it is not so, pronounced. It's not so loud. It's subtly done. Like somebody will be like, hey, I think you've lost some weight. You look so good. Meaning that when I had some weight, I didn't look good. That too is body shaming. Or, don't tell me you're going to eat all that. You didn't tell this person that they are already too big, they should not be eating. Or, hey, baba, hiyo chakula umebeba, hiyo nyama, itatosha familia kweli? Unless hiyo ni yako peke yako. Really? You just told somebody that they are, too big. You think they eat a whole kilo by themselves? It's not okay. You're telling this ladies, they love trying dresses together in groups, and you're telling somebody, hiyo haiwezi, that one, don't even bother, it can't. Just look at yourself, it can't. Maybe actually they don't have your size in this shop. Can you imagine that? I think we have all seen this clip where this little baby comes. She could be 1.5, 2. She steps on the weighing machine and she just does. What do you think she had seen? By the way, children don't do what we say, they do what they see us do. She must have seen somebody in her house do whatever it is that she was doing. Somebody must have weighed themselves and found out whether it was too big or maybe too small. Whatever they had wanted was the opposite, obviously. So even what we model in front of our children can also bring about body shaming. We have daughters, we have sons. What are we telling them? If you keep saying, today I'm just feeling fat, I don't know what to do about this body, you are making that child think that fat is very bad. Or maybe you saw somebody who was skinny and you're like, na huyo mtoto si amekonda. So what are you telling these people who are listening to you? All that is body shaming. I think we can try to avoid, hurting others through our comments, which are very negative. Sometimes you do not actually know why somebody looks the way they do. You do not know somebody's story. Maybe they are going through some medical condition, and whatever meds they are on makes them put on weight. They could be depressed and maybe they are overeating. And for those that are skinny, maybe they have lost their appetite. So you really do not have to comment about how people look. When you body shame people, you actually make them lose their self-confidence, their self-esteem, and they even lack motivation to do something because they keep thinking of what will they think of me when they look at me as I'm doing this. But I want us to remember, no matter your size, no matter your shape, no matter your looks, they do not determine how good a worker you are, how good a student you are, because that how your looks do not control how you think and how you perform whatever you're supposed to perform. Your productivity does not change because of how you look. So let us listen more to our voice of the self-acceptance of ourselves than any other voice out there, because social media will tell you a lot of things. You know, the conventional models, the celebs, but we all cannot be that. We are beautiful the way we are. So accept yourself for who you are. Appreciate your body. Think about all the functions that your body helps you perform. Appreciate yourself. Be happy for who you are. Be happy that you have that body to begin with. Of course, there are extremes sometimes. If you're talking about a case like obesity, we know it's a medical problem. So really somebody needs to seek treatment. But even then, it is not in your place to keep commenting about how that person looks. You know, we can go on and on about this issue, but I would like us to stop there and just ask you, if not urge you, to refrain from hurting others through body shaming them. Thank you for listening. I shall stop here. I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to this channel and ask those that have not to kindly do so. Remember to hit the notification bell and leave a comment. Thank you very much. Until the next video, goodbye.